Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Unicast. In this video today we're going to talk about the latest news and update in the Jurassic World Adventure ride at Beijing Universal Studios. So guys, in this video I wanted to talk about the Beijing Universal Studios park and how much effort they put into the Jurassic World section, and how I think the American parks need to sort of up their game slightly. Let's have a look at this. Look at the Innovation Center, how good that looks. It's pretty much straight out of the movie. There's a few subtle differences, different fountains, a few more palm trees that you'd see on here rather than in the actual film, but visually, I think it looks great. And the good thing about this Innovation Centre is that it's interactive inside. You can go around and have a look around in there. And it's also a queue system. The queue system is going to be for the Jurassic World Adventure ride. So guys, before we dive into the dark ride, we've got some other areas around the Jurassic World that we can talk about. You've got the Innovation Centre with some bits that you can do inside, and I think that's part of the queue system. You have got the aviary, which I believe is attached to a wonderful roller coaster. But there's also a kids sort of play area inside. You've got Hammond's Fine Dining. You have the Overlook Cafe Fast Food, Birds of Prey Fast Food, and Amber Ridge Buffeteria. And of course you've got a few retail outlets. You've got one on the exit of the dark ride. So the first thing about this ride that really excites me is the fact that there is a hydraulic system on this car, a bit like Disney's Dinosaur. You can see that ride in Animal Kingdom has a hydraulic system that interacts with the environment around you, and I feel that this Jurassic World car is going to be doing the exact same thing on a track system, different to any other Universal Jurassic World themed ride that we've had. All the others are either on a boat, where you're going quite slowly and there's a dramatic drop at the end, or you've got the Pteranodon Flyers in one of the Asia parks, with also the new Velocicoaster that's just opened up in Orlando. So this new system is very exciting to see how it actually plays out and how fun this ride can actually be, especially in the dark. I can imagine the special effects in this being really, really good. So by the looks of it here guys, you can see that this is the Gentle Giant's Petting Zoo. So I think that we are going to go through the journey that the boys went through in the movie. So we're going to start off with some gentle introduction to the calm, nice dinosaurs, and we're probably going to see some little baby animatronics of little dinosaurs behind the wall here, which you can't see on screen, but I assume as you go around on the track you'll see some more. And as you can see, the buildings all look quite pristine. They look nice untouched, brand new. And this part of the movie and the story of the ride, I think we are all good. Okay, this vehicle I thought was really, really cool. It is a Raptor holding vehicle. It's a transportation unit. So I don't know how many Raptors could fit in there. You probably could fit 4 in there, but they're more likely to fight. But it looks like the wall panel in between that's got the Raptor sign on would be the separation wall to separate 2 Raptors. So the chances are there was 2 of these vehicles that would transport all 4 of the Raptors out of Owen's paddock. We didn't get to see this vehicle in the movie, but it would have been awesome if we did. One thing I like about it is you've got the air vents on each of the doors so the Raptors don't get hot. You've got the cages by the window so they can see out. It's a bit like going past on the highway when you go past a horse cart or something like that, horse holding pens that they travel across the country in. And yeah, I think this is awesome. It's one of my favourite vehicles that I've seen in the whole of Jurassic World actually. It's a shame that we never got to see it in the film. What do you think? Leave a comment on the section below, because I'd like to hear your thoughts on this vehicle particularly. So as the ride continues, one of the scenes that we come across, I don't know when in the ride of course, is the Ankylosaurus. There's a little herd of Ankylosaurs. And it's interesting, behind there seems to be a redwood tree, and I don't quite know for what reason that might be. The only redwoods that we've seen is of course in the Lost World, and this is a Jurassic World ride, so I don't think the Lost World is anything to do with it. So it could possibly be to do with Camp Cretaceous or even T-Rex Kingdom. We don't know. We can't see the T-Rex from behind there, so we just have to assume that this is just some foliage, and maybe they might have used their initiative to add in some of that to the ride canon. And we've got a better shot here of the Ankylosaurus, and look, there's a little baby one. And do you know what? They should so paint that blue. Surely that would be a great way of including Bumpy in this ride by making this little and baby Ankylosaur blue, like Bumpy. That would be such a good little thing for the fan base. So guys, this is one of the most exciting things that I'm looking forward to in this ride. I can't wait to see the POV of this bit. It looks like this is the Indominus Rex escaping from its enclosure. From this angle, you can't tell that. All you can see is the early stages of its development on the animatronic here. It hasn't even got a tail at this point, but the animatronic from here looks really, really cool in full size, and similar to the T-Rex that they used in the first movie, the way it's sort of put on some sort of framework there at the bottom. And in this image, you can see a bit more detail. The Indominus Rex had a better paint job, it's more up to date, and you can see the palm trees in the foreground here, and at the back it looks like that is the Indominus Rex enclosure. So this scene looks like it's the Indominus Rex escaping from its enclosure, and you guys are in the vehicle coming towards it, and it approaches your car as you turn around the bend and avoid the danger. One seriously cool looking scene, and I can't wait to see it in the full POV. And while we're on the talk of Indominus, why don't we have a look at the close-up of its animatronic sculpt? And you can see here the details are superb. In a way, I kind of wished that they'd used this sort of technology for Jurassic World the movie, because these shots would have been absolutely incredible inside the visitor centre garage, underneath the truck, outside where the Indominus Rex escapes and Owen pours all the oil all over him to hide his scent. Although the CGI looks superb in that scene, I think an animatronic would have been brilliant. And even just for close-ups in general, just when the film and the movie cuts to certain scenes, this animatronic is going to be really, really good. Now guys, moving on to the next image, we have an Indominus Rex paddock. It's really, really strange. I'm trying to work out whether this is part of the ride or it's part of the area they're trying to build in Jurassic World, because you've got paddock 11 and you can clearly see by the icon that it is in fact the Indominus Rex. Now the walls are quite high, but it doesn't replicate the paddock that we see in the movie. So I do actually think that this place it looks like they've got some plants here and some trees that they're actually digging. This could be an outdoor part of the ride and the track system, but we don't know. Either way, it's quite cool. It could just be a design feature, you know, for people walking past, a bit of an aesthetic around the park, just to show that, to make you feel like where you're walking around, there are dinosaurs in their paddocks around the area, which is a nice touch. But we'll have to wait and see when the ride is in better development, and we'll find out, I guess. Okay guys, this is probably my favourite image of the whole lot. We have got two wonderful looking animatronics, completely painted, look like they're completed already. You've got destruction everywhere. This is clearly the main street attack where the two dinosaurs face off. Now just look at that Indominus. How good does that look? Look at the detail on that animal. Like, you would believe that that is a fully functioning animatronic. It actually looks that good that it could almost be a model that doesn't move. But just look at the paint job. They're just so detailed. But I do think these are actually working animatronics that will roar at each other, probably move around, which I think is going to be so exciting to see in a POV. And if you look at the background, you've even got the shops. You've got clothing up, there's the restaurants there. This is really supposed to mimic Main Street battle. You've got destruction on the sides here. All I know is that this looks incredibly exciting, and I want to know what your thoughts are. So please do leave a comment on what you think this ride's going to be like, because to me this looks absolutely incredible. So guys, we've got the last image here of the Pterosauria IMAX experience, and it looks in a little bit of a bad way. As you can see on the right hand side, you've got the Indominus Rex. I believe that is the exact same Indominus Rex from that we can see in the previous picture, just from a different angle. So on the far right hand side of the screen, off screen, would be the T-Rex that we see in the previous picture, and I think the trackway leads around, so it gives you a bit more of an idea of the destruction that's happened on Main Street. A really, really, really nice touch. A really, 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 really nice touch.
A really, really, really nice touch.
And I love all the debris on the floor, really adds to the atmosphere, and I can imagine the music when this scene is happening, when the lights off, probably the rain effects maybe, or it might not have rain effects just purely because the animatronics, but definitely the sound effects will be superb. But yeah, I think I'm looking forward to this ride to see what it's like in action. I would love to see this one day in real life and go to Beijing to experience this amazing area, but you know, life gets in the way and I don't think I will. But some of you guys might be more lucky than me. If you are, please tell me how you get on and any update yourself, and yeah, feel free to tell me what your thoughts are about this whole experience and what you think is going to be the most exciting part for you in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. It's growing and we really could do with your help, and we love providing content for you fans. So yeah, only one thing left to say: life will find a way. See you later.